Yo. So, no face cam, as you can see. Honestly, I just wasn't really in a get on camera kind of mood. So, I mean, honestly, none of you guys really want to see my face, right? Honestly, I'm doing you guys a favor by not showing my face. So, probably for the next 2 episodes, no face cam, but I don't think that'll be a huge deal. I think you guys will make do. But if you do want to see my face, for whatever reason, twitch.tv/TommyLamouse64. Oh god, did I just do it? Did I just start the YouTuber thing? Oh no, I gotta do it now. Twitter.com/TommyLamouse64. Hit the bell icon. Squarespace, Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, had to do it. Once I started, I just couldn't stop. Alright, anyways, we're gonna start right back where we left off, which was Tsuzumchi and Sayori and Monica. I think the choice is clear. I'm gonna go with Sayori. It's always gotta be Sayori. Hate being put on the spot like this. Both Yuri and Natsuki are looking at me. While their hostility isn't aimed at me, I still feel like I'm the target for their anger in their eyes. Guys, I gulp nervously as a bead of sweat trickles down my neck. I'm really not the best judge for this. After all, I'm new, so I'm painfully aware of how weak my voice sounds. Neither girl looks impressed. Oh, real help you are. Natsuki, let me guess. Blah, blah, blah. You're being so rude. You're a broken Yuri. Broken record, Yuri. Shut up. So you're finally realizing how insolent you are. You got there in the end. Well done. I gotta say, man, they really put in the jets for this scene. This is like the original scene from the base game on crack. This is crazy. You're such a... Oh my god, and they're about to say it. Man, that's crazy. We're all sudden the sounds. I've never heard Sayori anger before, and even Natsuki looks taken aback. Immediately, the anger on Sayori's face is replaced by a flood of tears. Blah, blah, blah. Guys, enough of this, please. You're tearing apart this club. Please don't do this this way so much. You guys are both my friends. I hate it when people fight. It's terrible. This place means so much to me, and I know it means a lot to you guys as well. Man, this sucks. I hate seeing this. Like, whatever. Please stop arguing over whose style is better. It doesn't even matter. Both unique, and that's what counts. Well, that sells itself, more or less. Yuri and Natsuki are both looking incredibly ashamed of themselves. I guess neither of them expected that their argument would hurt Sayori so much. That once raging fire has been snuffed out, replaced with smoldering embers. I really like your simple style, Natsuki. It's so nice to sit down and read a poem that springs to life, and I know the others do as well. Monica and I nod in earnest, putting a smile on Natsuki's face. And Yuri, I'm amazed at how complex and deep your poems are. They're really in-depth. But there's no need to argue over which style is better. You can't really compare them anyways, it depends on what mood you're in. You're just right, guys. Sometimes you're just in the mood for something simple. Sometimes you might want something a bit more complex. It's like music or movies. People like a variety of things. You can't really say that comedy as a genre is better than action, can you? Okay, I gotta say, one of my many Tommy Lamau I gotta say moments. If I was in this situation, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm kind of a fucker, so I'd probably egg it on, but in like a funny way, sort of de-escalating it, but also kind of not. Like, I don't know, it's hard to describe it. Like, whenever there's a conflict, I like to make a joke out of it, but and also like kind of put gasoline on the fire, fuel the fire, so to speak. But in a funny way, so like the tension's actually relieved, even though it's technically making it worse. I don't know, maybe I'm just making it worse, but I don't know. In these situations, I just gotta be a funny man. That's just who I am. Both types appeal to different things. You wouldn't watch an action movie for the laughs, would you? I look over to Sayori and give her a reassuring smile. She returns with a watery smile of her own, rubbing her tears away. You said it, Tommy Lamau. He turns to face Yuri and Natsuki once more. Now, you both said some stuff that was pretty mean. But I know neither of you meant it, but I feel like they kind of did. Neither of you are narrow-minded, although it would be nice if you could like each other's stuff a bit more. So could you try doing that a little? Please, for me, for the club, for the people. I can't help but laugh as she puts on puppy dog eyes. I don't think she realizes the right time to use them. Sure, whatever, I'll try. Yuri takes a deep breath, finally lifting her eyes off the floor. You're right, sorry. I'll also make more of an effort. I cannot believe Natsuki was about to call Yuri a bitch. Just straight up. That's crazy. And Natsuki still looks quite defiant, as though expecting another insult from Yuri. I apologize for what I said. Your style has its own merits. Natsuki blinks as though slapped in the face. She clearly wasn't expecting an apology. Man, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Your style is... She diversifies downwards once more. I guess what I'm trying to say is you write pretty well. I shouldn't have said that stuff. Me neither. There's an awkward silence. That's much better, guys. Thank you for putting your differences aside. We all really appreciate it. I'll go and make some tea. She rushes off as Natsuki wanders over to the closet. I glance over at Monica. She hasn't said a word throughout the whole argument, which surprised me. I should have been one who said all that. Why didn't you then? I wouldn't say the words leave my mouth. They sounded more accusatory than I would have liked. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's came off a little bit, Well, I know I'm the leader and I run this club, but I'm not the greatest with people. I frowned. She isn't great with people. How can she run a club? She must have caught the confusion on my face as she hastened to explain. Sorry, let me phrase that. I'm fine with people. It's just their drama that I can't really deal with. Well, that's why you have Sayori, right? Mm-hmm. She's an excellent vice president, able to deal with conflict much better than I can. Which is pretty embarrassing, at least for me. That should have been my duty to deal with, not hers. I don't blame you. Seriously. It was pretty tough to get involved. I could barely speak up. Sure, but that's exactly the sort of thing that a president should be able to deal with. Come on, Monica. Don't see it like that. You and Sayori just have different strengths, that's all. I always thought of her as a little ditzy sometimes, but she definitely has a knack for social situations. Definitely. I'm very grateful to have her as my vice president. Well, both of you did a really good job running this place. I know that's a bit of an early assessment, but, you know, first impressions and all. And as far as my first impressions of this mod, slow start. Very slow start, I'm not even gonna lie. Not to say that that's the worst thing ever, but I really want to get to all the new stuff. Which is coming, I'm sure. You're too kind, Talma. I'm glad Sayori brought you along to the club. I really do hope you stick around. Don't worry, I will. Monica seems like she's such a genuine person, and she makes a great president regardless of what you might think. Hopefully, I'll be able to properly get to know her during the school year. If all goes well. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poetry? Notice that she carefully avoids mentioning the argument that just occurred. It was a lot of fun. Some moments were worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Talma, how about you? I actually really enjoyed myself. It seems like I do like expressing myself through poetry a lot more than I initially thought. Everyone looked intently at me, the girls smiling at me. It was really cool getting to see everyone's different writing styles. That's awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And hopefully, you'll learn something from us too. So your poems will turn out even better. Aha, yeah. I think to myself as I begin to pack up. Today I managed to learn a little more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, I'll be able to learn more about the girls as individuals through their themes and messages. I nod to myself, turning to Sayori. Hey Sayori, ready to walk home? Sure. Okay, see you guys tomorrow then. Later. Later, y'all. Natsuki smiles and quickly looks away to act like she doesn't care. Yuri awkwardly smiles and nods. As expected from the school idol, Monica gives a friendly grin and waves back. Okay. Sorry, about what happened. Yeah, about that. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, I remember you told me yesterday that they sometimes bicker, but are all their arguments really that bad? I feel a little guilty as I ask her. Ooh, new soundtrack, I think. I don't know, maybe this... No, actually, I think this is... I can't tell if it's from the base game or new one. And no, she doesn't like talking about conflict. There's a slight dip in her cheeriness of her voice. No, not at all. They have their differences, but it's the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. They're both wonderful people, I promise. You don't hate them or anything, do you? Oh, not at all. It's only normal for people to argue, I guess. I mean, they kind of went at it pretty badly, but nonetheless. I was just curious after all. You know them better than I do. Sarah lets out a relieved sigh. You know, Talma, it's been so nice seeing you again. I didn't really think we'd get to spend much time with one another again. Yeah, tell me about it. It's been really fun hanging out again. I don't really know when we started drifting or why. I guess it was just life coming between us. She nods, looking a little reflective. Still, I'm glad to let me join your club. Yeah, so I'm gonna just pitch an idea to the entire team of this. I know you guys already released the finished product, but like, listen, right? You could have me voicing the main character and every other character. And I think that would be so sick. Like, I'm just the voice of Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, and the player. I think I could do all those voices pretty well. And by all those voices, I mean the singular voice that I'm doing right now. You know, I think that'd be pretty cool. And honestly, visual novels with voice acting, they're just better. It's just fun. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think. Still, I'm glad you let me join your club. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was a bit doubtful when you told me it was about literature. And like, do you not want this suave, very, very cool voice being the protagonist? Like, come on. This is just... I think the people want this. That's all I'm saying. But hey, I guess it just goes to show that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. She giggles and I frown. Did I say something funny? You got that one from Natsuki, didn't you? What? Oh, right, yeah, she did say that. Sayori might be known as a bit of an airhead, but sometimes she can really notice things that others don't. I wonder, what's it really like inside her head? And what is going on? You know that like scene from that movie whose name I kind of forgot. And what's going on inside her head is depression and suicidal thoughts. You haven't changed at all, Tamamo. You always knew how to make me laugh. I have blushed slightly. I've never really known how to react to that compliment, especially when it comes from someone of the opposite sex. Oh man, I'm such a dork, dude. I can't even flirt. It's so bad. I'm glad I'd still be able to do that. I'll be honest though, I didn't think I'd make so many new friends by joining the club. Well, they're really a nice bunch. I'm not surprised. Yeah, pretty warm welcome. You nods contentedly. Anyways, let's see what the future holds. I'll see you tomorrow. Later, skater. Alright, we're out. These girls are all interesting characters, aren't they? Different personalities and a variety of writing styles. Once again, complimenting themselves. Yet they're all united under the same club. I briefly wonder how Monica found all of them. In just 2 days, I feel like I've made progress with each member. Getting to know Yuri and Natsuki, actually getting to talk to Monica a little bit. And, of course, reuniting with an old friend. I never would have guessed this would all come from joining the club, but hey, I'm not complaining. Let's just hope my writing improves over time so I can write poems to a standard more like theirs. Speaking of which, there's work to be done tonight. Let's do this. Alright, so we're going to write another poem. And another cool loading screen. It's actually a really cool graphic. It really is the small things with this mod. Alright, so I think we're just gonna do Natsuki again. I'm not really I don't see any real reason to change that. We're doing the Natsuki run, so yeah, let's do it. I think Pout's a Natsuki word, yep. So Natsuki words such as lollipop, that's not what I meant to do, but whatever, close enough. Let's see, parfait, definitely her kind of thing, i.e. parfait girls, Doki Doki. Once again showing that Natsuki is the canon route because literally the name of the game is her word. Like I'm just saying. Like what more evidence do you need really? Alright, anyways, I think loud's probably a Natsuki word. Nah, it's a Sayori word. Alright, silly is definitely a Natsuki, that's a Sayori word. Boop is definitely a Natsuki word. Alright. We're actually getting kind of close between Sayori and Natsuki. Not that doing Sayori would be too bad. I honestly, Natsuki and Sayori are pretty close in my mind. But we definitely want to go with Natsuki, so let's be a little bit more careful here. We're gonna go with Friends is probably Sayori actually. Nibble's definitely okay. Not definitely, but I felt it was. Cute's obviously a Natsuki word. Applies to her very well, in my opinion. Strawberry, I'm thinking is yep, that's her. Let's see. This was always a problem, even in the early playthrough. This I was not so happy or not so good at. But I think if I had to guess, I'd have to go with Jumpy. All right, cool. Depression is definitely Sayori, so we're gonna stick away from that. Skirt is Natsuki. All the cute things, all the nice things that are good. All right, giggle, nice. I mean, it's like all these words and then the obvious Yuri words stick out. I think rainbow is that's not it. That's unfortunate. I'm really bad at this. Man, none of these really stick. I think this feather is a Sayori word. Unfortunate. I'm like, oh for a lot actually. I'm pretty sure I still have the Natsuki ones, but I think sweet's probably it. 3 swings, 3 misses. I'm out of here, man. Anyways, I mean these ones are pretty obvious. I think we're good, so we can get. No, lab's definitely Sayori. Oh man, I just feel like a lot of these pages didn't have Nazi words, dude. But let's go with laugh. Nah, it's Sayori. Whatever. I'm pretty sure we still got it. We're still fine, I think. Just a few days ago, I never would have thought that I'd looked forward to an extracurricular so much, but here I am back for another club meeting and anticipating new antics from everybody. The usual scene awaits me as I step into the club room. Hi, Tom the Mail. Hi, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club. That's all. Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you so cheery. Anyways, what's new? Oh, I got some exciting news. Oh, what's up? Did you know that the student's store sells that new brand of strawberry milk now? I saw when I passed by on my way here. I should have known better than to expect actual news from Sayori. Huh. I don't think I've tried that yet. I don't know, strawberry milk is usually too sweet for me. What? But it goes great with melon bread. Sorry, you could eat a pack of raw sugar and you'd still say it's not sweet enough. That's an exaggeration. This bread is up there. With as far as my favorite Sprites. I love this one. Seriously though, it goes really well with bread. The milk is sweet, but still has that unique tart strawberry flavor that's eased by the richness of the milk. Yes, I know what strawberry milk tastes like. And when you pair it with fresh bread, the sweetness is spread even more, so that it has just the right amount of flavor. Wow, when did you become Gordon Ramsay? I'm a food expert, so you should trust me on this. I mean, given how many snacks you eat every day, I don't doubt that you know your food well. That was definitely not a compliment. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, you meanie. So I'm a meanie for giving her a compliment. That was not a compliment. I am an actual dweeb if I think that's a compliment. Anyways, are you hungry now? Talking about food always makes me hungry. Now that you mention it, maybe a little. Great, let's go to the student store and buy snacks together then. Now I see what she's playing at. I raise an eyebrow and Sayori notices. Time out. Why are you looking at me like that? Well, Sayori, I have a nagging suspicion that you're only trying to convince me to come because you don't have any money, and you just want me to buy you a snack. What? I would never do that. Oh, really? Then let's see your purse. Huh? Your purse. Let's see it. Sayori laughs awkwardly as she pulls out her purse. She opens with it and dumps its contents onto the desk. 2 small coins fall out. Got him. This little ruse might have actually worked had Sayori not pulled it on me numerous times when we were younger. The amount of time she managed to trick me into buying her another ice cream. I guess some things never change. Nice try. No fair. How did you know? Now wouldn't you like to know? Let's just call it intuition. Should I do different... I know I've asked this question like 3 times, but should I do different voices for each characters? It's like... I feel like it's weird just having like the same like monotone, deep kind of this is flat voice for like every single character. I think it fits well with the main character because like a lot of his humor is kind of dry, which is good, and he's very stark is I guess the word for it. But it doesn't fit every character. Maybe I should try different voices. I don't know. In response, she sticks her tongue at me. Typical. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't know she was eavesdropping. Looking over in her direction, I catch her peeking over the top of a book. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Time to let me borrow some money. That's none of my business, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. It's shameful to manipulate people into doing or buying things for you. Kind of like a Twitch streamer. I'm just saying. As a Twitch streamer, that's kind of what we do. Now, isn't that a little harsh? I'm only messing around with Sayori after all. I didn't mean that. It came out much harsher than I intended. Like, Sayori's literally about to cry, dude. That feels bad, man. Sorry, Yuri blushes in embarrassment looking away from us while playing with the strand of her hair. I apologize for how I've been acting lately. It looks like she still might be a bit ashamed of how she acted yesterday. Hehehe. You know, it's okay to be honest sometimes. You shouldn't always keep things that bother you to yourself. Water. There's no way you could think that after... You were right, though. I shouldn't trick people into buying me things. It's funny how your 10-year-old self didn't see it that way. Yuri let a small laugh, covering her mouth with her hand. Even the way she laughs is so shy and proper. Is this mischievous behavior something Sayori used to display as a child, then? Oh, yeah. Although back then I fell for it time and time again. You wouldn't believe how much candy Sayori managed to con me out of. I'm not going to make that sound effect, but don't make me up to be so sneaky, Time now. Although those candies were so good. I'm surprised Sayori coming from you. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Haha. Funny fourth wall, kind of. Maybe not fourth wall. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is the word. Well, what's going on here? Oh, nothing much. Sayori was here just up to some mischief. Yeah, she tried to trick me into buying her a snack. Hey, that's not true. Monica smiles wryly and turns to me. I'm assuming this isn't the first time. Well, you'd be right. We all shared a little chuckle. Well, everyone except Sayori does. Hey, you guys are all being really mean. Okay, we're sorry. But you did bring this upon yourself. Yeah, I know. I need to face the revolution. In my defense, I am really hungry. Well, Nasi chimes in. If you're really that hungry, you can have this if you want. She offers it a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori immediately snatches it out of her hands. Thank you. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes one big bite. Ah, so good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Ha! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Nasi takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Got him. Fine, still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Nasi, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Nasi reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Snagged. Yuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Nasi's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Man, what a fucker. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri, Monica, and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori to quit taking my stuff? Sayori, you know you shouldn't do something like that without permission. Monica scolds Sayori. I know. I'm sorry. But it was so good. Hey, everyone Nasi chuckles. These things happen a lot, Monica. A little bit too much, to be honest. Haha, don't worry, it's all good fun. This is all fun, but it's all filler. Get me to the good stuff. Good fun is teasing each other from time to time, not stealing food. Oh, calm down, it's not a big deal. I mean, for her it is, we know that. Natsuki pouts in her seat. Everyone calms down and quickly returns to their normal activities. Sayori has already managed to finish the entire cookie. Meanwhile, Natsuki gets up and heads for the closet, and Yuri's already lost in her book. So, you ready? Huh? Oh, right, yeah. I wasn't expecting Natsuki to start reading so quickly, and not that I wasn't looking forward to it. Well, let's get going. Alright, I'll follow you. Natsuki excitedly walks over to the closet as I trail behind. Now, you're gonna like this volume, Time and Mail. All that overarching plot that you've been wanting finally. Monica, Monica. I glance inside the closet and immediately notice the problem. All of Natsuki's boxes are sitting on the top shelf. Did you move all my stuff again? Aha, about that. The teacher got mad because how much room your stuff was taking up, and I moved it around. I was gonna try and put it back, but I didn't have enough free time this morning. Sorry. That was just great. That's just great. Natsuki attempts to reach the top shelf with little success. She moves around some of her school supplies on the lower shelf to make room. There, that's plenty of room. I'm moving these back down. I notice a collapsible stool hanging on the side of the closet wall. Here, use this. I take the stool off the wall and hand it to Natsuki, who quickly props it up and hops on. The stool is just barely high enough to allow Natsuki to retrieve one of her boxes. She uses her fingertips to inch the box towards the edge of the shelf. Once she gets a good grip on it, she quickly hops off the stool. See, easy. Natsuki holds the box triumphantly before placing on one of the lower shelves. Do you want me to get the rest of them? I can handle it myself. I just need something taller. Natsuki pokes her head out of the closet and scans the room. All the chairs, I don't know why I had such trouble pronouncing that, are attached to the desk, so it'd be impossible to get them to the closet. Aha! She heads for the teacher's desk and retrieves a computer chair sitting behind it. I watch as she wheels into the closet and proudly hops on. Pff, what a manlet. I told you I didn't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of doing this on my own. Since the computer chair is on wheels, it swivels from side to side. Natsuki stands on it. I remember this. This was a fun scene. Steady, steady. Natsuki clearly doesn't want any help, so I just eye on the doorway of the closet and watch. She shakily grabs boxes and places them on the lower shelves. Here it is. Natsuki pulls the Parfait Girl's box off the shelf. She then opens the box and digs around in it with one and while holding the box with the other. I'm not gonna try to say that line because I don't even know how to say it. Wah. I don't think that's what's intended. I'm really bad with the kawaii anime kind of sound effect things. I don't know. I can't do them. It's just hard to interpret, if you ask me. Suddenly a chair starts to give out under Natsuki's feet. Kya. I do not have a high enough voice to do a kya. Like I just can't. I don't have it in my range. I rush over to Natsuki, place my hands on the back of the chair, and propping my foot under one of the wheels. Luckily, I managed to steady the chair and prevent Natsuki from falling off. The manga, on the other hand. Shit, the box. I feel a bug shower down on my head, my back. The hardcover is leaving a painful bruise. Ow. Shit. God, look what you did, idiot. What I did? You made me drop books everywhere. You would have fallen off the chair if I didn't save you. I would have been fine. Natsuki turns back to the closet, reflecting on the events that just occurred. Literally saved her ass, and then this is how she treats me, dude. That's fucked up. When she turns back, she lowers her head. Okay, maybe he did help me from falling. So, thanks. You're welcome. Now we should probably clean this mess up. We both got on our knees, cleaning up the spilled manga and novels. Luckily, none of them got damaged in the fall. There are only around 15 or so books, so we finished fairly quickly. Once everything's back in the box, Natsuki puts the box back on the shelf, but not before I snag the second volume. Still want to read? I hold the book up. The expression Natsuki makes is priceless, and I can't help but smile. Oh no, I'm pretty satisfied with this manga. Natsuki was right, and it gets really good in the second volume. Bro, it's like... Does it really? Does it? Can slice of life without an actual story really be that good? I don't know. There are like two in my... I've watched two that are actually good. It was No Non Biori and Itori Bochi. Those were the two slice of lives that were actually kind of decent. Oh, and Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid was also good. So there are three in total. The rest of them are just bad. You know, I don't know. So, Natsuki was right, it gets really good in the second volume. One Piece fans be like, yo, it gets so much better in the 300th volume. I was right, wasn't it? Yep, that was pretty good. Told you so. Okay, everyone, it's time to share poems again. I sigh. I guess we'll read some more later. You sound like you're excited. Aha, I am. I give Natsuki a wave before heading back to my seat and grab my poem. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, so, recently I've just been ending episodes at this point, and it has been 20 minutes, so... I am going to keep recording, so I'm going to end this episode here. It was all filler anyways, honestly. So, we'll release a 24-minute episode here, or 25. I'm gonna keep recording right after I end this video, so next video will probably be out like the day after or something, so you don't have to worry about that. Yes, this episode's pretty lame. I'm not even gonna lie, it kind of was. But I blame the mod. Definitely not the fact that I'm an unentertaining YouTuber. Anyways, so we're gonna keep going right after this. Hi, welcome back from the last episode, which for me was about like a couple seconds ago because I'm just continuing the recording. But for you guys, it's probably been like a day or something. So we're gonna keep going right where we left off, and that is from Natsuki, and we're gonna save here. As always, we always save at a dialogue box. And it's gonna be Natsuki, as always. We're gonna share it first with Natsuki, and she's gonna foon over how great we are and how kawaii desu kya, parfait girls. I don't know. I don't speak Natsuki that well. It's only a fourth language. Natsuki reads my poem. By now she's had to. Actually, it is the fourth language because English. Then I started learning Spanish in high school. I took more than 4. It was like six years of Spanish, and I retained none of it. But hola, como estás, mucho gusto, all that. That's kind of it. I kind of forgot the rest of it. And then I took a semester of Japanese in college. That was fun, but very difficult. Oh my god, that was so hard. That was the hardest class I ever took, by far. 3 alphabets, like several hundred characters, and then don't even get me started on kanji. The thousands of characters. Why does that alphabet even exist? It's so dumb. So, I'm actually going to give we're going to let this auto. I'm going to give a brief history, or brief explanation of how Japanese works, just because I don't want to be reading these dialogue boxes. They're kind of generic, and you can read them yourself. I think I can read, I think you can read. We're probably fine. It's good, really good. Okay, I had to stop, I had to pause and say that. She likes it. That was the problem. So how Japanese works is, there are 3 alphabets: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana is kind of like the baseline. That's kind of what you use for the majority of stuff. Or is it kanji? I don't know. I kind of forgot. But that's like the Japanese stuff, right? Then there's katakana. Oh, I do like... Man, I kind of want to read this because this is new. I do write like you. My style is heavily influenced by yours. Did you not notice that before? Now she reads my poem once more. Her face turns completely red as she reads, and once she finishes, she looks down at the floor. Now, see, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Not only is your poetry really good, but you also fight against the trend of normal poetry, and you fight hard. That alone is pretty impressive. Don't sell yourself short. You are the pro. I'm just trying to live up to your skill level. Man, I'm kind of flirting like a pro here. I'm not gonna lie. Now, see, takes a moment to digest what I just said. Those are my dishes, alarm. I already did the dishes, though. We're fine. Why did I say that out loud? I could have just ignored it. Anyways, thanks. No problem. Now let's see your poem. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll get back to the Japanese stuff in a minute after I finish reading this poem. I don't get it. I don't get why people will hate on good rhymes. They act like it's dumb and a waste of their time. Don't diss their free verse or deep subject types. Be dark all you want. Just keep it in your gripes. Ho, we're actually kind of spitting bars here. Oh, sure, you can tell me if you have a problem. Just keep it constructive and things will be awesome. Kind of weak. I'd like you to know that our readers will differ. There is no best style, you smug old glue sniffer. What? Damn, alright, we're actually kind of going in. My poems may be simple and often straightforward, but charm can be found in such whimsy and order. Not all poems can be as complex as you'd like. If you think otherwise, you can go take a hike. What about kids or the elderly too? Some read for fun, I guess unlike you. Let it just go and enjoy what is written. You won't like it much, but that much is a given. But give things a chance, you might find something nice and just open your mind and that will suffice. Boom. Who won? Who's next? You decide. Alright, well that was kind of bars, I'm not gonna lie. The poem though, pretty straightforward. Not that it's a bad thing. Obviously Natsuki's poems are always straightforward. So this one was not bad. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of so-so. No, it wasn't bad. Wasn't mind-blowing. It's fine. It's a Natsuki poem. You don't have to read too much into them. Anyways, back to the how Japanese works. Hiragana is the kind of the baseline thing, and then katakana is for words that are foreign, right? So, for example, what would you say in katakana? Like TV, terebi, right? Or that's how you pronounce it in Japanese. That's in katakana. God forbid you ever see this poem. And that's for words that aren't originally in the Japanese language. So restaurant is resoturan, right? And that's katakana. And I forgot to mention, you know how the English alphabet is 27 characters? Can't wait to show Yuri this poem. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Do not show Yuri the poem. You really think that showing her this poem is a good idea? You're really going at her throat with this. Don't you think they should work out your issues with her? Yeah, well, she never tries to see things my way, so why should I? God damn it, Natsuki, being such a freaking idiot. I think that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationships are a two-way street. Both people have to work to make things right. Why don't you try being the bigger person? Just talk to her first. But I already know she's not going to try. She's just so preoccupied with looking complicated and smart. It's clear to me that she doesn't care if anyone can understand her, including me. You can't understand her if you don't even try. She might speak using a more complex vocabulary, and she may have mannerisms that seem strange to you. But from what I've seen with both of you, she's more similar to you than you might think. They really kind of made Natsuki a lot meaner in this. If you ask me. It's like, I don't know. Aren't you judging a book by its cover right now? Well, whatever. You can't hold this grudge forever, you know. I at least think of Monika and Sayori. Fine, I won't show you my poem. Are you happy? I won't be happy until you try to talk to her. She's not gonna bite, Natsuki. Alright, I get it. I'll try to talk to her sometime. Thanks, you're gonna do the club rep. Shut it. But you know, I'm glad that we share a similar writing style at least. It's cool to talk to someone who, well, gets me. I've been enjoying sharing with you. So consider yourself lucky. Alright, I will. I'll be looking forward to tomorrow. Same here. Cool. Anyway, so, you know how the English language is 27 characters? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the alphabet, obviously. Hiragana is, I think, 46. Or was it 47? I don't know. It was in the 40s, right? Katakana is also in the 40s. It's nearly 100 characters for 2 of the alphabets, right? And then kanji, which is the really weird one, because those originate from Chinese letters, right? So those are really hard to freaking write. And there are thousands of them, literally thousands of them, and you have to learn a bunch of them. Like, you don't have to learn all of them, obviously. Nobody knows all of them. Or, that's a lie. Probably some people do, but like, you have to learn the common ones, and there are a lot of them in a given Japanese sentence, and they're really freaking hard to write and hard to remember. And it's so dumb. I don't even know why that alphabet exists. It's, I hate it. So that's Japanese. It sucks. It's a cool language, but it's hard. It's really hard. It's so complicated. And they really do not, like, what do you call it? Give you any kind of, like, what's the word for it? Like, considerations, I guess, for how hard the language is. You're gonna freaking do really bad in that class. First test I failed. It sucked. I ended up doing fine. I ended up getting like a B in the end, but like, God, that was so hard. Definitely lowered my GPA. Wasn't good for that. It's good to know though. Like I can now read titles of anime. And that's kind of the extent, honestly. And I know a few words. Namae wa... Not gonna say my real name. Taimon Mao. Oh my goodness, I was about to say my real name. This is so good, Taimon Mao. I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. Seriously? You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Dude, Sam, dude. I have no idea what I'm doing here, recording. Seriously, like, what am I doing wasting my time? I have no friends. Anyways, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I'm doing either. Hahaha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. You know, I wonder what would happen if I do, like, an equal amount of each character, like, in the actual... Or, you know, like, how you pick the words. 20 words, and I do, like, 6 of each. Right? Well, I know it's 18, and, like, 7, 7, 6, right? What would happen then? Because, like, I'm not technically favoring any one in particular. I have no idea what I'm doing it either. Aha, jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? So it's not just any old poem. It's a Taimon Mao poem. I wish there's a way I can actually read my own poems. That'd be cool. But then you have to write, like, 4 new poems for each time. And that could be annoying, I guess. Or, nah, technically 3. There's no Monika poems. I can feel your feelings in it. She looks down at my poem, an exuberant smile on her face. Well, if you say so. Anyway, do you want to see my poem now? Sure thing, Sayori. Bottles. I pop off my... Oh, okay, no, this is the same poem as the base one. No, this isn't new, is it? No, no. Is this slightly different? I'm pretty sure this is the same poem as the original. At the very least, it's the same exact theme. Yeah, this is the same poem. Or just about. I didn't expect this at all. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Remember, I said I write the best poems after yesterday. Well, here it is. After all, Monica's taught me a lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. So that's what this poem's about. I suppose that much was obvious. Unlike Yuri and Monica's poems, Sayori's are relatively simple to figure out. Now, Natsuki's are by far the easiest to figure out. I'm just saying. So if I've interpreted this correctly, you're basically doing everything you can to keep your friends happy. Yeah, you got it. I really enjoyed writing this one, just getting your thoughts out onto paper and turning them into a poem. It's like magic. What I didn't see, the deeper meaning is the fact that she's doing it out of sacrificing her own happiness to do so. But I guess I'm too dense and dumb to figure that out. Well, I think it's amazing. You should really be proud of it. Thank you, Tom. Now that means a lot. I didn't think it was that good, though. No, it's great, seriously. I can't help but notice the latter half of the poem isn't quite as cheery. In fact, it's somewhat alarming. A very dark contrast from the cheeriness I'm used to with Sayori. Although, maybe I'm looking at this a little too much, but the end of the poem is pretty dark. And you said you've been in touch with your feelings recently, so I'm just checking. Is everything okay? Ooh, this is gonna be an awkward conversation. Of course, silly. I forgot to tell you. I really like writing about bittersweet stuff. Stuff that isn't just happy or just sad. A mixture of the two. And this poem shows what I mean. Oh, man, she's so not okay. It's just my writing style. Oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. Well, either way, I'm glad you enjoy writing so much. I hope you keep it up. Good to have a hobby. Of course, and hopefully you'll also stick with it. So I look forward to seeing all the poems you write in the future. Well, no guarantees there, but just from seeing the passion in Sayori's eyes, it's hard to be pessimistic. Man, how little I know. Ignore that. That wasn't... You didn't hear that. I'm sorry if I've offended you. I said Natsuki's writing style wasn't the best, but it seems that you prefer that style to mine. So in a way, I was saying that your writing style is bad as well. I guess she kind of is, isn't she? Yuri, that's a bit of a leap. I hope you can forgive me. Yuri, it's okay for you to have an opinion. That doesn't make you evil. I should have known this would happen. If I try to prove my words, I just sound awkward and weird. But if I try to speak my mind, I come off as unfiltered, and people dislike me anyway. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants. But it's clear that you'd be happier to spend more time around the others. Alright, come on, relax. It's just a poem. Like, you don't have to pity me. It's okay. Besides, I have my books with me. I'll never abandon me or leave me alone. They're all I have ever needed anyway. How do you even respond to that? I really didn't mean to upset her, but no matter what I say, she won't listen to me. She really seemed to think I hate her, although that couldn't be further from the truth. I decided myself. All I can do is accept that it's how she is. If she actually wants to be alone, I'll have to respect that request and leave her be. What? Oh my! I could not have handled that worse. What the hell? I couldn't have been like, I just like this style of poem. It's easier. I couldn't have just said something like that. I had to accept. I had basically silently acknowledging that yeah, I don't like you, or I do dislike you. Oh, I'm such a dweeb. This character is actually like a negative Chad. Like, this dude is definitely not me in real life. Me in real life, I'm smooth as hell. I'm... Okay, I couldn't even say that with a straight face. Man, that's awkward. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. To Monica. And I guess we gotta figure out how to unscrew myself. Hi again, Time Limit. I'm trusting that the club's doing you well. Same answer as yesterday. That's nice to hear. So how's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Just alright. Now, I guess I should say that it's revolutionized my world and brought color to my previously lifeless, or life. Well, I say that, but the club, if not the poetry, really has made my days more interesting. Okay. Cannon with a sarcasm, mister. New Sprite? I think that's a new Sprite. I don't remember that one. At least you're not hating it, though, right? Nah, it's been an interesting experience, at least. Gives me a new hobby to do. I'm happy that you're applying yourself, at least. I would like to see yours poem, but I guess we're not going to be able to. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. I mean, I'm kind of following Natsuki's style, which is a little bit brainless, for lack of a better word. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my phone to Monica. Pressurized. I float there. Is this mine? No, this is hers. Alright. Pressurized. I float there. In vast, hollow emptiness, large but small, grandiose and overwhelming, yet a dust moat. Drifting, meandering, carried along in endless void. But then I realized my eyes open, bloodshot, my mouth opens, gasping for breath in this crushing, suppressing, restraining, boundless, everlasting, suffocating vacuum of torment. Atmosphere, Pascal, Tor. Huh? I don't know what that Tor. I scream with no mouth, stretching, restraining, unrelenting, clawing with no nails, disintegrating in a suffocating poem of absence. Man, that was, what do you call it, avant-garde? Abstract? I don't know. I think avant-garde's the word. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Really, a freeform too, if that's what you call it. I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. The other girls don't do this stuff nearly as much as you, at least. Yeah, you could say that. They're a bit more traditional when it comes to their structure. But I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah, I actually really like the, how you can kind of do spacing that's not exactly how, like, you know, the standard. You can put them all over the paper, and it kind of adds the kind of chaotic chaos of the paper. Chaotic chaos of the paper. What does that mean, chaotic chaos? Anyways, the way I wrote the lines really short makes it like they're trying to speak over the noise. I actually do like that. I actually like the poem a lot. I think it's really, really captures the kind of chaotic chaos. Ugh, I'm so dumb. Yeah, shout out to whoever wrote that. That was very good, actually. You're meant to craft poems using never before seen combinations of words to interpret the world around you. You really love poetry, huh? Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, it's still hard for me to tell you what your poem's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Or, so putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Manga's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Now, we've all had experience with that at this point with the poetry. We've all had to experience that at this point with the poetry discussions at all. But it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. So if you find other people who enjoy writing, though, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing's good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. Yeah, it definitely is much more helpful, getting real criticism and feedback rather than just empty words. I guess I've really hit the mother low with the literature club. Readjust my chair. Okay, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, sick. That was one by pretty fast. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? Actually, Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. This is gonna be awkward, man. Sorry, Natsuki's poem is no worry, she doesn't want to share with Yuri. Judging by Yuri's anxious expression, they seem to be thinking along the same lines as I am. Oh god, this is gonna be awkward. Oh god, no. I don't want to read this. I don't want to read this. How about we do this tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my time of the month. What? Oh god, that's awkward. Is that so? I'm sorry. You must feel absolutely terrible if you can't even share your poems today. You don't need to apologize. It's not your fault. I can definitely share tomorrow. Well, even if you aren't well enough to share a poem, maybe you'd like to see mine. I wrote a thing of our argument the other day. I suppose I want to show you that I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared, as a way of repenting. I know that's not much, but hopefully it's going to contribute to a reconciliation between us. Although we may have our disagreements, I would like to consider you as a friend. And friends can forgive each other. I'm sorry that's presumptuous of me to say. No, it's not presumptuous. Anyways, because I like to consider you a friend too, so you can hand over the poem then. Try somehow, Yuri hands a sheet of paper in hands. And as Natsuki reads the poem, her eyes widen. You're writing using my rhyme and stuff, like me. You could say that you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism. I can't say that. Natsuki looks like she's speechless for once. Thanks, Yuri. It's awesome. There's really no need to thank me. Well, I'm really glad I got to know you. And I'll definitely have something that'll knock your socks off tomorrow. Then I'll be looking forward to that. I do hope you feel better tomorrow as well, so you can share a poem or work with me. Yeah, of course. That was the crest and half avoided. Oh my god, that was awkward. Yeah, Natsuki and Yuri work things out, and it seems that Monica and Sayori feel the same way. It's good to see everyone getting along. Now that we are done sharing, though, I have something to discuss with you all. It's a great opportunity for expanding the club that's coming up. Is this about the festival? You could say that. I do really have to do something. It's only a few days. It's not like we'll be able to come up with anything good. Yes, that's something I'm concerned about as well. Another question, and I know I've been basically just reading lines for 10 minutes, so I'm not sure of the engagement at this point. Because honestly, it's a lot of filler. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of filler. And that's kind of what I want to ask about here. What are the new characters coming in? Like, there's... Teacher Dude was introduced. Emmy was introduced. Shuri, I think her name was, hasn't been introduced yet. Momsy, which I guess is what we're calling her, has also not been introduced yet. So when are they gonna get in? I don't know. I don't know. And how's the festival gonna go? Is that gonna be like a main climax thing? I don't know. No worries so much, we're gonna keep it simple, okay? Nothing more than a few decorations. I can design some pamphlets to hand out at the event, and Sayori made posters to put up around the school. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're gonna put on a poetry performance. Oh, fucking what? I had the fucking, because I think I just fit well. Monica, everyone's gonna choose one poem to recite out loud. It doesn't have to be written by you, as long as you put your heart into the recitation. Although, of course, it'd be great if you could show off your poem work. Off your own work, whatever. And the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite their poems too. Yeah, I put a lot of the posters that says, bring your own poems. It's gonna be so cool. Who would write a poem for a club that they're not even in? I feel like people wouldn't do that. Anyways, Sayori pulls a poster out of her bag and holds it up for us to see. Da, 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 da. Are you kidding me, Monica? Don't tell me you started putting those posters up already. Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? We didn't even ask this before we started advertising. We never agreed to stand up in front of a bunch of random people and perform our poems. That might be awkward, yeah. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, yeah, let's please calm down and take a moment to think about it. I understand that you two haven't had much experience sharing your poems out loud. In fact, we all haven't done that much, but I still think we should try our best. Look around. Monica motions to all of us. We're all here because we have passion for literature and this club. Don't you want to share that passion with other people to inspire them to pursue their inner writer? Yeah, it's all about exploring yourself and trying new things, all while having fun. Monica and I nod our heads in agreement. Natsuki and Yuri, on the other hand, remain silent. I guess that means it's my turn to say something. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. As Monica said, we're all here because we care about the club and want to see it flourish. And if all that means is a 2-minute poetry performance, then I think we can manage. Sayori and Monica faces light up as I finish speaking. I don't know, man. I feel like that'd be a lot harder for the likes of Yuri and other introverts such as that. Me, myself, I mean, I'd be a little bit hesitant, but I'm more or less kind of mostly outgoing. Hey, it isn't like we don't care about the club. It's just, do we really have to perform? You know how hard it is to get new members? It's because people are just narrow-minded jerks. They don't even give literature a chance. Who's to say this festival will be any different? I'm inclined to agree with Natsuki. I'm sorry, Monica. I know how much you want to do this, but I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. Well, at least Yuri and Natsuki have proven that they can agree on something. Monica sighs, her eyes are closed, as she rubs her temples. Look, guys, I know you're anxious. I understand that. I really do. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous myself. After all, it's my club, so people are going to judge me the most if our performance doesn't go well. Natsuki, if it makes you feel any better, a few of my friends will be coming along. They're lovely people. They won't judge you for your taste. You've known them for years, trust me. Natsuki hops, turning away. She doesn't look particularly convinced. And Yuri, I know it's a scary thought, but I thought of a way to ease you into it. Why don't we start by practicing our poems to each other in the club? No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of a stranger? Monica, there's just gotta be something else we can do. Now, Yuri nods vigorously at Natsuki's words, anxiety written all over her face. But guys, no, Sayori, it's okay. If you guys really think we can do better than a poetry performance, then I'll gladly go along with the alternative. So, any ideas? We all glance around anxiously before Sayori finally speaks up. Oh, we could... Sayori stops, thinks to herself a moment. Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Once again, the room falls silent. Well then, I guess we can't come up with something different after all. Haha. Oh, Monica, that is a little bit conniving. Monica laughs, attempting to ease the tension in the room. I know you guys might not be the most on board with this idea, but I think it's your best option. Please, guys, please. I don't know, man. I mean, some people are just really shy. Like, you can't just ask some people to perform in front of a bunch of people. Some people just can't do it, you know? Some people just don't have it in them. There's something wrong with that. But on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit asking a bit much for some people. I'm honestly surprised. Natsuki's putting up such resistance. I know she's a lot hot-headed, but even still. I'm not pressing you, Natsuki. Both have raised their voice. Yuri looks a little startled, and Sayori looks anxious to intervene. Guys, please, there's no need to get angry. Can't we just discuss this normally? Can't we discuss this over a joint? Like, come on. Natsuki reflects on Sayori's words, and love shame of her outburst. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice. It just... This festival is important to me, that's all. Ever since I created this club, I've always wanted to show other people. Natsuki, Yuri, I imagine you were both a little apprehensive when Tom Mao joined, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles warmly at me, but look, he's integrating really well. She faces Natsuki. I mean, you two bonded over manga, right? He asked you for recommendations, and from what I could gather, you both share a common interest. Hey, it's not like we bonded or anything. It was just nice to find someone else who likes manga, that's all. She shoots a look at Yuri. Oh, of course, how silly of me to forget. Anyways, maybe some of these new members might also be manga enthusiasts. Who knows? Surely you like being able to share your passion with other people, right? Natsuki shrugs half-heartedly. And we're at 25 minutes in, and more filler. Nothing new's happened. Oh, this is so annoying. I suppose that'd be cool, yeah. Monica beams. See, that's exactly my mentality. Wanting to share new things, wanting to share the things you like with new people. Yeah, I know that. It's just, are there really no other ideas? Remember, poetry performances are a pretty big part of the club. We want to show people what our meetings are actually like, or really like. If we just gave out posters or showed them our poems in writing only, it wouldn't really be a fair reflection. Seeing that there's no way she's going to win this, Natsuki sits back and grumbles something under her breath. So what do you think, guys? For me? For us? Fine. I still don't think it's a good idea, but fine. I'll do it. Just stop guilt-tripping us. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri nervously glanced at each other at our expectant faces. Monica, what if you'll start being inconsiderate or disturb us or laugh? I'm not surprised Yuri is worried about this. Oh, don't you worry. If anyone steps that line, I'll put a swift stop to that. She has a stern glint in her eye, and I have to repress a shiver. I'm glad she's with us. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, that's everyone. Everyone is reluctantly on board. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Haha, foreshadowing. Anyways, I know you'll do great, Yuri. Just trust me. But anyways, let's move back on to the main event. While we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other. Yuri and Natsuki exchange uneasy glances, but don't say anything. Don't worry, I'll go first, so everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook, searching for a specific poem. Here we are. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Her eyes move across the page in sync with her lips. Every word has a perfect amount of emotion behind it, making the poem almost come to life. Her inflection is extraordinary. I'm impressed, and judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Even Natsuki's once sour attitude is replaced by awe, and what... ignore my head. You didn't hear that. Anyways, I guess we're not actually going to be able to read the poem. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was good, Monica. Thank you very much. I'm just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? Yep. Sayuri jumps up from a chair and takes Monica's place at the front of the room. This poem is called, oh wow, how did you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're all alone, like reciting it to yourself. It's your poems, it'll come out the best that way. You know, I, myself personally, I have done a few speeches. I've actually done, for my National Honor Society, I was the one who did the, who gave a speech giving an award to one of the teachers. And I did that in front of about 100 people, and I've also was part of this, it's called the Business Olympics, and basically what that is, it's that, it's like kind of a convention where like quote-unquote gifted students kind of make a business pitch, kind of a sample, and we got silver, we got second place for that one, and I got $150 worth of Amazon cards that I don't know what to do with because I haven't played any gacha games in a while. So what do I do with $150 worth of iTunes? Because I pirate my music. Anyways, you're not. So me myself, I'm pretty comfortable doing speeches and the like. Anyways, this poem's called My Meadow. Sayuri begins reciting the poem. It seems that for her soft voice is a perfect match. As for the poem itself, it has a similar tone when compared to her other ones. It's peaceful, yet somber at the same time. Bittersweet, you could call it. Hearing the poem in Sayuri's voice almost gives it an entirely new meaning. I think this is what Sayuri means when she says she likes my poems. It's like seeing a whole new side of someone you thought you knew completely. Sayuri finishes, and we all applaud. I did it! Yep, good job. Sayuri beams as she walks back to her seat. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki, Yuri, and I look at each other nervously. I'll go next. I'll actually go next. I open my mouth, but Yuri beats me to the punch. I'll go. Nice, thanks for showing initiative, Yuri. Yeah. Yuri rushes over to the podium, clutching a sheet of paper in her hands. This poem is called, Yuri freezes as she looks at us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri begins to recite her poem. Her voice is shaky at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happens when she gets absorbed in her books. The shy and apprehensive Yuri I'm used to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem itself is like a maze in its structure, with twists and turns every line. But Yuri is unfazed and enunciates each... You know, it's funny. It's describing how she enunciates well, and me, of course, I mess up the enunciation. It's beautiful. It's poetic, so to speak. Haha. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is as stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. Monica is the first to start applying. Sheepishly, I follow along, and soon the club is filled with the sound of applause. Yuri ducks her head in embarrassment, a shy smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good. Like I said, you don't have anything to worry about. Thank you for sharing. Thanks. Yuri's done. Guess Yuri's done for today. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki? Why should I go before Time Lamau? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Time Lamau lower everyone's standards before I go. Damn, that actually hurts. That shit kind of hurt to do. That shit actually kind of sucked. Man. But we're cool, though. That was kind of rude, don't you think? You should apologize Time Lamau. Nah, that's cool. I get it. Yeah, they actually made Natsuki so unlikable in this mod. It is seriously kind of over the top. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but in the base game, she wasn't nearly as, like, straight up mean. I don't know. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I decided to spare Natsuki from the embarrassment. Hey, it's really no big deal. I'll end up going at some point anyway. Might as well do it now. The thing is, I don't have much of a selection to choose from. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I take a deep breath. In my head, I repeat to myself the advice Monica gave to Sayori. Try to imagine you're alone, like you're saying it to yourself. Alone. My house is the first thing that comes to mind when I think of being alone. The scene rapidly develops in my head, like I'm recalling a recent memory. I'm sitting alone at my desk. The dim light hanging from the ceiling gives a warmth to the room. In front of me is the poem I had just finished, the ink from my pen still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin reciting out loud. While I'm not the most confident in it, I still try and put energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing off my bedroom walls. As I finish, the sound of applause pulls me out of my daydream. I'm back in the club room, standing at the poem while the girls politely applaud my performance. That was good, Time Lamau. I guess. Don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, but rather your lack of confidence that weighs you down. But I am confident. I'm quite confident. Anyways, I guess me and MC don't quite align in exactly the ways, in every way, but nonetheless. That's something that'll improve over time, though, so don't worry. Yeah, okay, thanks. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. As she says this, Natsuki begrudgingly, God, I'm bad, gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Stop looking at me. What you're presenting. You don't have to stare into my soul then. It takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. While her voice is unenthusiastic, the poem has a surprising amount of energy to it. The rhyme ties into each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along at a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down with the rhythm, seemingly making the poem come to life. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works exceptionally well when read aloud. She quickly finishes and humps as she makes her way back to her seat while we applaud her. That wasn't so bad, was it? Yuri stares at her poem blankly for a brief second before replying. Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. No, well, you kinda do. That's what we're gonna be doing at the festival. You at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd. I guess. Not like there's any other choice. I guess I'll be easier doing it in front of other people. I can just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think of me. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. I honestly feel that. But I still hate the idea that we have to perform. He mutters that last sentence under her breath. To the others, probably didn't even hear it. I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this is a whole other level. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing for the festival. Well, at least for now, since she's basically outvoted and can't come up with another idea anyway. Really, that's a surprise. For me, it's the other way around. Having all those people looking at you, judging you. I don't like to think about it. I can relate to that. Yuri murmurs quietly. The thought of so many eyes observing your every move all at once. She trails off, shaking her head. Well, that's just how it is, so. Natsuki sighs in frustration. Well, I guess that's the case. Or, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about at the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank you all for performing. It might be difficult, but now that we have a general idea of what it might be like, we'll be able to prepare ourselves. Make sure you pick out a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I'll need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend. I should probably make a different poem to recite. Or find a different poem to recite. You know, I know you'd prefer it if we used our own poetry, but I'm probably going to pick a poem from a poet I like or something. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, Time Lamau. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. Low expectations, huh? More like any effort, and makes me happy in general. Monica smiles at me, then turns to smile to everyone else. That goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with these last-minute plans. Anyways, I think that about does it for today. Let's try and write poems for tomorrow, okay? I know the festival's coming up, but it's been working out nicely in the past few days, and I'd like it to continue. Tomorrow, we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have till Monday. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait. We all stand up, packing away our things. However, Monica's voice stops us. Oh, and guys? He pauses, twirling a strand of hair in her hand. This club truly does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. You guys are the best. In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Yuri smiles timidly, while Sayori wears a hearty smile. Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this. That's okay, Monica. Nothing to thank us for. We really appreciate what you've made for us. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she said this. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I love it here. We'll get to spend this cozy little place. We'll get to spread this cozy little place to other people. Yeah, it's all good, Monica. All right. I stand up and grab my bag. Well, I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monaco or Sayuri about the festival. If I can pull that little daydream stunts again, I think I'll be alright. It's for the sake of the club, not to mention impressing the girls. Once I'm fully packed up, I walk over to Sayuri. Ready to go? Yep. Jeez, don't you ever get tired of walking home with Tommy, Lamau, Sayuri? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? God, Nasi is so unlikable. I don't know why. Oh, don't mind her. You guys are more adorable than anything. Alright. No one needs to make such a big deal about it. It must be a little nice, though. Yeah, I guess. Jeez. Let's just go already. Alright, later, losers. We're out of here. Actually, Sayuri's road is looking so appealing right now, because I don't know why they made Nasi, like, so not likable. Like, seriously. It's making her seem like a villain. Two of us begin to walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. I'm lost in thought. I don't even notice how quiet Sayuri is being until we're almost back home. There's a lot going on in the club now, huh? I bet you're thinking about all your new vice presidential duties that you'll have to deal with when the club grows bigger. Yeah. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. Sorry. Did you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we, never mind. It's nothing. You're sounding a little like Yuri now. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I just have a question for you, Tom Lamau. What's up? Terry clears her throat before speaking. So, let's just say that one day, Nasi asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, oh man, this is tough. This is honestly tough. Because I want to go the Nasi route, right? And that's what this whole thing's been about this entire time. It's always been the Nasi route. I went into this expecting to do the Nasi route, and I've wanted to do the Nasi route, and I've been doing the Nasi route. But I also don't think that's the right choice here. I think I'd honestly just want to continue walking home with Sayuri. And they also made Nasi so mean, man. I don't know if I want to... I don't want to switch, but like, I don't know. This is tough for me. Well, anyways, we're going to leave it at that. I think that's it for the recording as well. That's it for the episode. Next episode will probably Friday. I'm probably going to re-record Thursday-ish. Probably have face cam for that too. So, do I have to do it? Am I going to say it? Yeah, I'm going to say it. Like and subscribe. Twitter.com/TommyLeMau64. Twitch.tv/TommyLeMau64. God, that felt so gross doing. I hate having to do that. But it feels weird not doing it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and next video up soon-ish. Goodbye. Thanks. Bye. I don't know how to end this video. Alright, goodbye.